introduce her to Ron, who is living in an RV. Francis notices another guy leaving the RV, so Ron explains he likes men. In fact, he shares too much information about his taste in the bedroom. He also mentions that he and Reggie will rule the whole city soon. The Cray twins have a rivalry with the torture gang from South London. The leaders are brothers Charlie and Eddie Richardson. They hang victims by their feet and painfully torture them until they give them the information they want. Today they're very angry because they've found one of Reggie's men operating on their side of the river, so they send a car to run over Reggie as a warning. In revenge, Reggie sends an even bigger car to crash into the restaurant where the Richardsons are having lunch. Tired of this fight, the Richardsons send George to visit the Crays and invite them to neutral ground so they can settle things. George insults Ron and causes him to take out his gun, so Reggie sends him away. An hour later the twins go to the meeting at a pub, only to be surrounded by the rival gang since this was a trap all along. Ron starts ranting with his hands in his jacket pockets, pretending he has guns while asking for a shootout. The enemies are freaked out by Ron's crazy face and the guns, so they let him leave. During all this, Reggie just keeps pouring a glass of beer. After his brother is gone, he starts insulting the gangsters and reveals he's brought brass knuckles. At the same time Ron comes back with 2 hammers and hits an opponent on the back. A fight ensues, and even though the torture gang has more fighters, the Crays are absolute savages. They beat up every man without mercy, and Ron even bites someone's face. The twins easily win the battle, and while Ron keeps hitting the unconscious men, Reggie drinks his beer. On the day of the World Cup final, the cops find Charlie in the gang hideout and arrest him. He gets sentenced to 25 years for fraud, extortion, and assault. Now there's nobody left to stop the Crays from taking over London. They hire a lawyer named Leslie, who helps them set up legitimate business operations to cover their illegal ones. Leslie uses intimidation through words and the law to convince the owner of the local casino to sell it to the twins. Reggie likes Leslie and considers him useful, but Ron doesn't trust him. He dislikes how Leslie gets things done by negotiating like a businessman because he thinks that's being a sneaky scammer, when a gangster should actually be direct and rough. Ron also hates how Leslie